Hello, I'm Tom Booker, Senior Instructor. Thank you for joining me. This is our B lesson for our fundamental students for this week. During this lesson, the skills we'll be working with are the guarding block, this. We'll also be working with the wedging block and with the turn into the wedge guard position, moving away. This is a defense against a grab and pull from behind. Let's get to our lesson together. Hello, thank you for joining me. This is our guarding block. Now for this, we're going to be working from an L stance position. I'm starting in a wedge guard here, closing my fist. Backhand turns palm up. Lead hand moves through and is finishing up palm out away from me. My elbow down here. And I want to keep my wrist straight. I want to be sure I'm not bending back this way. My knuckles are up about eye high. So it's not a big movement of my arms. I'm just here, close your fist, back and front. And here, close, back and front. Now let's just put them together. Here and go. Ready, go. Ready and go. Just like that. Now let's have a look at this from the front. Again, I'm in my L stance, I'm starting in my wedge guard, close my fists, coming through here. Now notice that my front arm has moved that way a little bit. I'm not stopping it straight in front of my face. It's not going to protect me properly here. I want it to move all the way through, so it's protecting my face and the side of my head here. If I stop it here, it's not doing its job, and I actually can't see my opponent properly. I need to move it past. Again, we're here and here, just like that. A little faster now. Block, ready, and block. Now let's have a look at it from this side. We'll take it faster and harder than that. Block, ready, block, ready, block, ready, block, just like that. Now, the guarding block, that back arm is protecting my midsection here, especially my solar plexus, that soft spot, the base of the sternum. It's also positioned so I can do a quick strike, a quick punch with that back arm, out and back that way. I'm keeping it tucked back here, I'm not protected, and I really can't use this arm. Held forward here, it helps defend me, and I'm set up for a quick counter strike. That front arm is defending my face and my head. Now we're going to try this on a blocker. Just going, if I could have your assistance with this. All right, we're going to start here from our wedge guard position and just clear it away. It doesn't move until you move it. I want to be sure I'm close enough. If I'm back here, yeah, I can reach, but I'm really having to extend. Something that is this far away, that's a long way away in terms of empty-handed striking. Something that is this kind of close, this I need to block. We're here and here, and we'll go a little faster and harder, out and through, ready, across and through, across and through. Now my partner's going to pull this back and thrust in toward my face. Go. Like that. Go. And go. Now he's going to bring it around to the side. He's going to do a strike toward the side of my head. Go. 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 And go. we're going to add something here. Talked a little bit about that punch, that counterattack at the end. So what he's going to do, he's going to slide in toward my face. I'm going to block. He's going to reposition for a moment. I'm going to punch the end of the blocker. Imagine I'm going right into my opponent's midsection here. So we're here, block, strike. And again, block, and then strike. Once more. Block, strike. Now let's have a look at this from the other side. Mr. Discipline, I'd like you to stay right where you are. I'm just going to switch my feet. Now I'm here, and I'm just clearing away like that. Clear it away. Clear it away. Then we're going to pull it back and deflect. Just redirecting it away from my face. Now that haymaker attack, up and around. Go. And go. All right, then he's going to thrust in. I'm going to redirect, and then we punch. Here, and punch. Here, and punch. And go. 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 This, the end of the blocker, it's a good target to use because it's not that big. If I'm going to punch effectively in self-defense, I need to be able to strike pretty precisely. If I can't hit that, I'm not ready to use a punch in self-defense yet. If I can put that punch right into the middle of that small circle, yeah, we've got a much more accurate tool. Thank you, Mr. Discipline. The guarding block is a skill you will see in your patterns work at a more advanced level as well. So it's a useful skill to know. This is something you will be seeing time and again. Thank you for joining.
Okay, good evening. Tonight we're going to demonstrate the wedge block. It's a defense against a shoulder grab attack. Somebody grabs you by the shoulder, and it's a way to break free from that attack. So let's look at the basic hand motion. So we're going to start with our hands at our waist. Make sure you have nice tight fists. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to come up. So somebody grabs your shoulders. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to make an X shape. You can come up inside the arms. Then you're going to come out with your fists facing outward like that. So you're going to shoulder grab attack. You're going to grab your shoulders. You're going to make an X shape up inside their arms. Okay, make sure you're high enough above the arms, and then you're going to come out, rotate outward just like that. So. Okay, in addition, when you're doing the defense, you want to step back while you're doing this. So when your partner grabs your shoulders, what you're going to do is you're going to step back and then do the wedge block. Okay, so what that does is it gets your attacker or partner off balance, and then this helps you when you do the wedge block and get free, get the arms off you. So, let me do that a few times. Okay, so you're gonna say shoulder grab attack, and you're gonna step back, bring your arms up into an X shape, and come out like that. Okay, and just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate how this particular assist in this demonstration. Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my arms up inside, just like this. Okay. I'm going to step back, get them on balance. Then I'm going to come out nice and fast into a wedge guard. Double step away, just like that. Okay. Let's try that again. Shoulder grab attack. Step back, block, and break away. Okay, so I can also do this with my eyes closed because it's you don't really need to see what's going on because you'll know once your shoulders are being grabbed, you know what to do. So I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to have Mr. Booker surprise me. Step back, wedge guard, and break back up, just like that. Do that one more time. I'm going to close my eyes. Step back, just like that. Thank you, Mr. Booker. Okay, so that's the wedge block. Very effective defense against a shoulder grab attack.
Thank you for joining me. This is our turn and wedge guard defense. What we're doing here is defending ourselves against an attack from behind. Now, we're going to use our open the door technique, that movement of the foot back behind as part of this. So just take your foot, shift it back this way. Take it and shift it back. Let's try it on the other side. Take it and just shift it back. Your entire body moves with that movement of your foot. That's going to be real important because that's going to help us stay in balance in a relatively strong defensive position as we respond to our opponent's grab. Now, I'm going to turn side on here so you can get a better idea for how this works. The basic idea here, someone has come up from behind me, they grabbed me by the shoulder, and they're going to pull me around. Now, in this position here, I'm already seriously off balance. If I open the door, I move my foot with that, I'm able to keep my balance. My head and shoulders are over my hips and feet. So we're going to move that foot, moving with the pull, and I'm going to bring my wedge guard up so it's oriented behind me and not out in front of me. So we're starting here, slide back and wedge up just like that. Get your foot moving first. If I'm just doing something like this, I'm not putting myself in any kind of strong defensive position at all. The movement of your foot is critical for making this work. So let's slide back and wedge. Slide back and wedge. Let's try it on the other side. Slide back and wedge. Slide back and wedge. Slide back and wedge, just like that. It's a slightly different use of open the door, of the wedge guard. It has a different feel to it. With some practice, you should get the feel for it. You will get used to working with it this way. All right, Mr. Disselcohen, if I could have your help with this. Once you've walked through this, done it in the air a few times, you do need to work this with a helper. I'm going to turn my back on my partner. My partner is just going to grab me by the right shoulder here and pull me around. I'm going to shift my foot, come into my wedge guard. Now, take this really slowly at first. Don't have your helper pull you too hard. If I really whip around fast, I can wind up putting my elbow into my helper's face. I don't want to do that with my helper. In self-defense, I might need to. With my helper, I don't want to turn around and jab my elbow up their nose. So again, grab comes in, they pull, just shift your foot, and we're going to move away at the end. I want to disengage. And go. Just like that. Once more. Go. once you've practiced with this and you're feeling pretty comfortable with it, try it eyes closed and no attack command. And just react to it by feel. Oh, this side's fine. But you can certainly have your partner switch up sides. That's actually a good idea. He's been working the same shoulder all the time. With this, it's useful. If it's going to be a real surprise, I shouldn't know which shoulder he's going to grab. Thank you, Mr. Disco. Now, when you're working that way, eye is closed, you don't know which shoulder your partner's going to grab, and you don't know when that grab is going to come. That's the most useful way to practice this. That's the way you'd have to do it for real. That said, I'm not going to do it perfectly under those conditions. I probably am going to go a little bit off balance as I'm turned and pulled, but just a little bit, and I can get my balance back and get into position. I don't wind up in that kind of position, utterly helpless and disoriented. Yeah, I'm going a little bit off balance, but I know how to recover, and I can move away at the end. That takes some practice with a partner. But once you practice this with a partner, I think you'll find that it works nice and smoothly. It develops a very natural feel. It's a good defense against this attack. Thank you for joining me.